Hey, Paul, guys, consulting. Here to talk to you this morning about lesson number 3 in my 12 rules of leadership. Number 3 is communication. So what happened is I asked people, I said, I've been talking for like 20 minutes. I asked them, do you think I'm an extrovert or an extrovert? Almost to a T, 90% of them say, I'm an extrovert. Very comfortable with you're an extrovert. But the ones who are paying attention actually understand that I'm actually on the cusp. So when I take a Myers-Briggs test, I am a 1-point extrovert. So I'm an ENTJ. But that 1-point extrovert on a scale of 1 to 20 means I'm what's called an ambivert. Well, so I can switch. Not switch like a freak it. But you know what I'm talking about. So let me give you an example. If I go to a party and sit to people at a party, I'm not a single person. I'm not an intelligent person. I'm at this party just to get food, eat, and watch people. So I'll go to the buffet, grab my spread, go to the corner, just watch people. I love watching. So when I say communication is super important in leadership, people are like, oh yeah, you have to be clear, you have to have clarity, they try and speak words. Yes, we have to know what you're talking about. No, what I'm talking about is the guy that comes up and talks to me at the party, Mike. I don't know who he is from how. I can make a connection with him, but I can actually have a conversation. That's the difference, right? That's between a true introvert and an ambivert. Is that when Mike comes up and introduces himself, I can actually have a conversation. I could probably make a connection with him within the first couple of minutes. Family, military, or schools, what'd you study, what's the new follow, stuff like that. So the ability to communicate and connect is super important. What are most senior leaders in the Air Force and the military? Well, back in when I went to grad school back in 2007, the latest study said that 95% of senior leaders in the Air Force scored as I's, as introverts. I mean, my experience is pretty shitty. So one step further, let's talk about commanding versus asking, right? So as a leader, you would much prefer to ask, hey, Mike, I don't know why I'm stuck on a student named Mike. Hey, Mike, can you do this for me? What do you think of this? Blah, 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 whatever. Rather than, Mike, do this. Mike, do that. Are you going to take it if someone tells you that as compared to ask you to do something? And so the ability to communicate, to connect, and asking people, right? I can count on one hand, literally one hand, how many times in 25 plus years that I've actually looked at people and said, okay, shut up. This is now a one-way conversation and I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. But that's all. It's much easier to ask. And you as a receiver feel much better when you receive that as opposed to a command, right? They're not robots. People are not robots. So just ask, right? I mean, command. But the number one thing in communication, folks, is you need to be able to connect with people, to connect with your people on some level. It's just not a win or lose game. But if it was a winning or lose game, you won the day. You won the day. So, folks, go forward, contact, communicate. Yeah, be clear, all that stuff. And make sure you connect with your people. Stay away from the commanding. Ask them for results of dramatic prediction. See you next week. It's the number 4, guys.